brought to you by Hawkfanatic.com, actually. Patrick Eads and his great staff at Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Mike's E-Keys for Cars. GT Car and his crew at Supple's Building and Remodeling. Supple's Flowers, home of 1-800-800-ROSE. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Harty and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. Diamond Dreams Sports Academy. Senior Benefits. Premier Automotive in North Liberty. The Oxyoke Inn and the Amanas. Streets Maintenance, doing expert plumbing work. And, by the way, if you don't get them today, you'll have to wait because Jimmy Street is going on vacation to Europe tomorrow. He'll be back after September 15th. He is out of here.
Now that is a vacation.
Yeah.
Suter's even in awe.
3 weeks. Wow.
That is a vacation.
Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. And, by the way, Doctor, I'm thinking of getting a fake tooth to put in where you pull the tooth because it seems kind of odd to me.
They sure make them.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. At Big Dog Tech Solutions. I want a cheap fake tooth.
Oh, they got those too.
You know, crazy glue a chiclet or something.
I'm thinking that, because Jimmy, he replaced the toilet in my basement. That probably helped them, fund the trip.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Those toilets, they make so much money on those toilets.
Here's Tom Suter, and who's not who won't be here Friday.
I will not be here Friday, but after that, I'm here for a long time.
Yeah.
Which in Suter's world is like 3 shows.
That's like 12 straight. I'll be here for 12 straight shows,
Vegas,
including the Saturdays, so that'd be 16 shows.
What if Vegas starts calling you in the back of your head?
Yeah.
Hey, come on. This
no.
is your lucky trip.
Nope. Not for the month of September.
Okay, and I was wondering, why can't we do the Pick'em thing this Saturday as opposed?
Because I'm not here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can do it without me. I don't care.
No, we're not doing it without
I don't want to do it without you.
We have traditions at this stage.
Well, plus somebody else would have to write all the crap down.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to do
brutal.
that. I mean, I guess you get Hunter. Oh, Hunter's on vacation, isn't he?
Yeah.
You couldn't even dump that on Hunter.
No.
Make him do it on vacation.
And Hunter has deserved this vacation.
Yeah, thanks.
He really has.
Thanks to everybody that came out last night in Davenport at the Columbus Club for his daughter's fundraiser.
Great turnout.
It was packed.
Oh, cool.
It was absolutely packed. So I'm sure they raised
and I think I knew maybe 10 people.
Oh, you guys were there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all went
cool.
there.
Tommy Lang was there.
Yeah. Justin Roberts.
Northern
TV9.
Justin.
Yeah.
Justin Roberts. TV9's Justin Roberts.
Yeah.
Did they,
Roberto.
Oh, was Roberto there?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed him.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Didn't Roberto just had a birthday, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
He was he came in right away ripping my music.
Well, he agreed with me. He said it was bad.
Who, George Thorogood? I've never been a George Thorogood.
There you go.
It's
That's why I called him.
It's not bad. It just doesn't do anything.
What do you think of my nickname, George Thorobad? You think it's pretty creative?
Yeah,
George Thorobad to the bone?
That's way creative.
Bad to the Bone. Remember when that came out? I bet you played that. You played that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because it covered, you could say
that
it
was
rock.
That was
top 40.
That was KFMA.
And it was top 40, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was.
I bet it charted it. You think
he charted 3 or 4 times, right?
Well, the one we just heard, moving on over.
Those 2, for sure.
Bad to the Bone probably went to number 1, didn't it? I assume it was just there was a stretch there where it was
certainly would have been top 5, I would think.
Kind of reminds me of Who Let the Dogs Out. I mean, when that song came out. Remember when that song came out, though?
God,
it was just everywhere.
That song made me both.
Well, you know what else it made? Whoever sang it a lot of
money.
Money. That thing was around forever.
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Was that the Baja Boys or something like that?
You play that, Captain?
Baja Boys. No.
You've never?
I did not.
Who did let them out? They were, they weren't supposed to go out.
Actually, it peaked at 27.
Really?
Wow.
I never would have
It wasn't popular when it was released, but then it went on MTV.
Oh,
And
God.
then it went and it was used in commercials
Yes.
and films.
And then did it chart again?
Well, at 27.
That's the highest it ever got, though, even after it had
Wow.
kind of.
Yeah.
Man, I never would have thought that.
That's
But
surprising.
maybe I'm thinking because it was on all those commercials.
Yeah.
It was on a ton of commercials. Now
Yeah,
I'm
it
trying to
was.
think. I'm trying to think of what the products were because I can hear the commercial. I just can't remember what they were.
That's a problem with,
Was
sometimes.
was some of that like
Bad
a
to the
truck?
bone. You got to be careful.
Well, I don't think it was
I
anything.
think it was Cialis.
I thought it was
Viagra?
something to do with like a big tough truck or something that
Yeah.
but I could be wrong. But maybe it was that you guys are going down the sexual lane. Maybe it was something there.
Maybe we did.
Yep, right away you did.
Well, bad to the bone.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm guessing there's probably a porn called that. But they probably had to get rights from Thorogood or
It was
Spotify would suspend them.
It was in Terminator 2. They
Okay.
used it.
That's okay. I remember it now. I did watch Terminator. That's where the other one came down looking for Arnold, and he masqueraded as a cop, right?
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
I never made
Yeah,
it.
that was the good when Arnold became the good
good.
Terminator.
The good Terminator.
Arnold.
I didn't mind those were okay. I mean,
I liked him.
I didn't love them, and Predator was the same thing. Predator was okay. Did you see Predator?
I did not.
Did you see Terminator?
I did.
Yeah.
Which turned me off from all future movies like it.
Yeah, I mean it
wrong
was.
with Terminator.
I just thought it was stupid.
Wow.
I thought it was a little above.
What was stupid?
I just
about-
don't like movies
it's in
like
the
that.
future.
It's just blowing crap up.
I thought it was a little better than stupid. I wasn't smart, but it
just
was
blowing
better,
stuff up. That's all that stuff's for.
It wasn't smart.
but it was better than stupid.
Fair enough.
It's just escapism.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
I'd rather watch The Fugitive. I had a little violence at the end when Harrison was getting his justice against
Yeah.
Dr. Nichols.
Yeah, but still.
I love The Fugitive, as I said. Well, okay, as for the Hawks, it was interesting. Yesterday, I'm like, I'm still sticking to my 9-3. Right now, it's USC, it's Iowa State, USC, and Penn State are my three losses.
So you think we'll beat Oregon then?
Well, that's
obviously.
just it. Yeah, and because right away when you pick them, I'm telling you, there's always bigger and what I wrote about, always there's bigger expectations inside than, of course, the outside. Like outside media, I'm going to think better, I think, in more cases, especially now, because like I've said, there's a lot of homers that cover sports now. Guys that are just outwardly fans of the teams they cover. So I think the internal, inside expectations are always going to be higher than outside, of course. Now, there's rare occasions, 1985 Iowa football, but I think this year it's wider than I can imagine because I'm guessing most of the Iowa media doesn't have Iowa finishing much worse than 9-3. I'm right there, 9-3. I'm not 10-2, so I don't have them right now making the playoffs. I'm at 9-3 with that schedule is a pretty good
be
football
a pretty
team.
good
but
season.
it's not where. With now just the expectation to try to win, Gronowski's 1 year and what have you. So I went and I Googled Big Ten quarterback rankings, and the first one that came up, and it was free from CBS Sports, was some guy, David Cobb. He has Gronowski 12th. And what's interesting is he's got two true freshmen. He's got the Ohio State kid who just won the job, Julian Sain, a 5-star. He's got him 2. And he's got Bryce Underwood, 8. And he's got another one, Dante Moore, who started a 5-star, who started at UCLA in 23, but then lost his job because he just wasn't ready, then transferred to Oregon where he redshirted last year. He's got him higher. It's interesting. He's giving much more credit to high school accolades and where you are now and your supporting cast as opposed to what Gronowski accomplished at a lower level of football. And I think Gronowski's also being hurt by still being affiliated with Iowa Hawkeye offense. I mean,
and fair enough.
We've seen the change inside. We've seen it. Now, there's still change that needs to happen, but we know that things are different. People on the outside haven't, Caleb Johnson led the Big Ten, the passing attack still.
Iowa's always been
and I
able
think
to run.
Gronowski, if Gronowski had transferred to Michigan, he'd be ranked a lot higher on this list.
A lot higher.
I think he's being punished for who he's playing for and from where he came.
Well, he's going to have to show it.
Well, yeah, exactly. He has to show it. And like what I wrote, he's an upgrade. But right now, he's only an upgrade on paper.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's where he is. I mean, it may not work. I mean, we were convinced. I wasn't as convinced about McNamara as I am Gronowski now. And when I say convinced, Do I think Gronowski's going to come out and just light the world on fire? No, I just hope he can throw for somewhere between 2 and 2,500 yards, 15 to 18 touchdowns, 6 or 7 interceptions, maybe run for 400, and just, get close to 3,000 total yards between running and throwing. And if it happens to make first, second, third, but if he can just stay healthy, start every game, and be productive, that's all. And that would look incredible right now. You imagine if he threw for 2,500 and ran for 300, almost 2,800. You imagine what that would be greeted like here? I mean,
it would look
incredible.
It would look like a All-American.
Yeah, and that's, to us, in the big scheme of things. But yeah, so he does not have to be incredible to be really good for Iowa. But I was surprised that he was ranked so. But then I got to thinking, Iowa's not ranked in either poll. And Iowa's picked no higher than 7th in anything that I've seen. Big Ten media, Athlon Sports, everything that I've seen pretty much has, which is not horrible, but outside expectations don't have Iowa making the playoffs. They don't really have Iowa doing much of anything.
No.
Winning maybe 7, 8, maybe 9 games in the best case scenario.
Half the predictions I've seen has Iowa going to the bowl game in New York City. Or
you mean the Pinstripe?
Yes. Or to the old Insight Bowl in Arizona. Those are the two things I've seen.
I didn't go.
I've been to the Arizona one.
I've been to the Arizona one. I covered it. I did not go. I got out of the Pinstripe. I dumped that on Sean Gibbs. He covered.
Absolutely not going to the Pinstripe Bowl.
You couldn't turn that into a week in New York?
Not a chance. Not in December.
Yeah, that's true. But
and I love New York.
If they go to the Pinstripe Bowl, that means they're like 6-6 or 7-5. They could be 7-5 with the schedule, and you could probably look and explain. I'm picking them at 9-3. I'm picking them to beat Oregon and Indiana.
See, and that's really pretty optimistic if you think about it.
So I'm kind of a homer. I'm just
kind of.
But that's the team I cover. I've seen the improvements closer than some. I assume this David Webb guy, I looked him up. He doesn't have any affiliation to Iowa. He doesn't cover Iowa. He's going by. I still think nationally, Lester's there, but it's still Kirk Ferentz offense. It's still Hawkeye football. And let's face it, the passing attack wasn't very good.
Passing attack was not. And just 2 years ago, we were the worst offense in America.
And I said, and I had a line. Remember, just 2 years ago, Iowa had arguably the worst offense in college football. Right. That's not that long ago. So some habits are hard to break, and perceptions are hard to change. So I was reminded of that. So it's amazing how wide the gap is between what we think here. And when I say we, Hawkeye fans, Hawkeye media, and of course the people affiliated with the team think they're going to win. They're optimistic. But it's the gap as inside as opposed to outside. It's very wide. It's as wide as I can remember it being. So it's going to be interesting because Iowa could go 8-4, 7-5 this year, and internally it's going to be, oh my God, what just happened?
Yeah.
Where people on the okay, that's kind of what we thought.
I think I'll be disappointed with 7-5.
7-5, but what if the losses are to Iowa State, Indiana, USC, Penn State, and Oregon?
Oh, and it could easily happen. I know.
Yeah, I watched the USC thing on the Big Ten. They're still doing they're doing the tour. That Big Ten network, now that you have everything in the Big Ten takes forever now because you have 18 teams.
Yeah, it does.
I used to like to do Big Ten power rankings, but with 18 teams, that's way too much work. To rank 18 teams, that's a lot of teams, Captain.
Yes.
But no, USC, they had a really good recruiting class. They got a couple JUCOs. They just look like they're going to do something this year. Of course, it's all on paper.
And they need to.
So what I'm saying, though, is if Iowa loses out there, that's not like that wouldn't be near as bad as they lost
to UCLA last year.
I think USC's way better than UCLA was last year. So, and it can happen. So 7-5, as bad as that sounds, that's pretty realistic if you look at the teams. That still has them beating Nebraska, beating Wisconsin. Who else does it have them beating? Beating Rutgers. I don't have the schedule in front of me. But it still has them beating some
Minnesota.
Those are 4 decent teams. Rutgers, who knows? I think Rutgers won 7 or 8 games last year.
Michigan State beat us last year.
Yeah, Rutgers is better than it was 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, no, this is a tough schedule. So I'm sticking to 9-3 right now, and I had somebody ask me if I was closer to 10-2 or 8-4. I'd say 8-4 right now.
I would say so.
I'd say 8-4, which I know, hater, but Hater, but
I mean, to go 8-4, we'd have to beat two of the teams that went to the playoffs last year.
I mean,
Come on.
I mean, it's a really tough schedule.
It is.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Oh, I want him to move the.
Always the choreographer, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am.
You're like Paula Abdul.
Yes, just like her.
She's a good choreographer.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Are we set? We going?
We are set. Guys are happening.
But no, the expectations though, it's interesting. It's just an interesting, what is it, juxtaposition? Just how you
It is.
Because I'd say if you go around and ask most Iowa media and a lot of Iowa fans, I think a lot of them are willing to say 10-2 because they know that's the cutoff for making the playoff. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think there's a lot of 10-2s out there.
Do you really?
I do.
Well,
And
then they haven't looked at the schedule.
I don't think it matters, man. Gronowski, just Hawkeye, just I. And if,
Well, I'm going.
where are you? Are you a 9-3?
9-3, 8-4. Probably.
you're-
I'm sort of 9-3 because I'm a homer,
Yeah, me too.
but
I think it's funny. We're having to explain that we're homers, and yet I think there's probably some people. Oh, you guys are way underestimating this team, and maybe I'm wrong.
I hope so.
Maybe there's more 8-4, 7-5, but I just don't sense that.
I mean, we haven't beaten a good ranked team in quite a while. I mean, you're a highly ranked team. Like we haven't had one of those knocking.
Oh yeah,
off.
no, I'm trying to think of the last. When was one of the last? Well, I mean, everyone brings up that Ohio State game. That was 8 years ago. I mean, we still had hope in this room back then, didn't we? A little.
But to beat a really highly ranked team, it has been quite a while.
8 years.
Think about that. That Ohio State game was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I know we're missing a couple. I mean, the Michigan Keith Duncan field goal when they were number 2. That was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 2016.
No, it's been a while.
It has been a while. Yeah. No, it's been a while since they've done that. It's been a while since they've won the Big Ten championship. But I just think that is almost beyond reach now with the way the conference is set up. I could be wrong. They prove me wrong and do it this year. But would you bet on them winning the Big Ten title this year? It's so much easier to pick a 17-team field
But
now.
I bet no. I mean, I don't bet on college athletics.
But no, I mean, I just don't think there's. Do you think there's much chance of them winning the Big Ten championship this year?
So to do that, we'd have to be what, 10-1 or 11-1?
Well, or maybe 12-0. I mean,
2%.
yeah, I don't think. I mean, that you could point back to 2015, but Big Ten looked a lot different back in 2015. I know Stanford's not in the conference, but teams like Stanford that were good like that are in the conference now. So it's just a lot harder to accomplish that.
It is, and
Penn State is. I know that's the easy pick right now, and I picked the field because it's easier to pick the
Penn
field.
State's got so many.
But if he doesn't win,
weapons
if
back.
he doesn't win it this year, he may never win it.
Right.
Bro, they don't just have weapons back. Remember the guy from Troy,
Yeah.
the guy-
that scored
Devontae
2
Ross?
touchdowns
He's
against
at Penn
us?
State now. Yeah, he's at Penn State. So no, they are loaded. They are loaded, but he has just never shown since coming there that he can get past Michigan and Ohio State. And I'm not sure what exactly Penn State's schedule is, but at some point you're going to have to get by those schools. But
Well, somebody threw my schedule away.
No, it's
it's going to.
everything's in there. I just cleaned up.
Uh-oh.
I was all over.
Well, I had the schedule.
It's like Aunt B when she let the bird out. But the bird did come back. Is his schedule coming back?
Well, I didn't throw
I'll
anything
have
away.
to. Well, somebody did.
Oh, I didn't.
See what happens when you go on vacation? That'll
I
teach him.
know.
That'll teach him, right?
It will.
Yeah. Speaking of bruised egos, Hawk Mama went to that benefit last night and called Justin Roberts Mace.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they look alike?
No,
No, not really.
not in the slightest. No.
So anyway,
So whose ego is bruised? Roberts or Mace's? Or both?
both
Okay.
probably. You talked about betting on college.
Yeah.
The Little League of America Association, whatever it's formerly called.
Oh, the Little League World Series is going on right now.
Yeah,
What, are people
and-
betting on it?
Yeah, and they're like asking Vegas to basically.
You're not saying like
knock
the
it off.
players are like the 11-year-old second baseman's not doing,
No.
not putting. Okay.
No, but
could you imagine
I
that?
guess ESPN put up a line at one time and then took it down.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we need that for Little League.
I mean, but everywhere is the betting crap.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, but
Just everywhere.
well, it's interesting. It's mainstream in some ways, in other ways, oh my God. which way is it? I mean,
Well, Little League is.
I don't think we need to be betting on, or at least promoting it on TV. If people want to
10-year-olds.
Well, no, they're 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah.
Most of them are 11 and 12 that are playing.
Okay, but
No, I get you. I get you.
Well, think how much things have changed just in the last, let's say, 5 years. Okay, at the University of Iowa, we had the think before you drink, right?
And all the DEI. Remember how big DEI was at Iowa? Like a
now,
lot of universities now.
Like Bud Light has 25 different fan cans coming out, including the University of Iowa.
And if you even say the letters DEI, you're woke.
Yeah.
And, an idiot. You're just a woke idiot. Yeah, so no, times have definitely changed.
Yeah.
But
ESPN did pull it down.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best thing to do. I mean, I could not imagine betting on Little League teams.
Well, then somebody's going to eventually, if you're going to allow that, they're eventually going to go to a kid's parents or something.
I got $1 million for you if your kid doesn't play tonight.
Especially if your
kids. Sign here, Bill.
All these teams usually have some 12-year-old phenom too.
Sure.
You know? I mean, some big kid who's a little older than everyone.
Who's
big.
18.
Well,
6'3".
That did happen.
It did happen.
What was his name? Danny Almonte.
Yes.
Remember? Yeah, wasn't he like 30?
No, he wasn't.
He was 14 or 15. And guys, I
thought he was 18.
I don't know. He wasn't that old. Okay. I can speak from experience, though. It makes a huge. I could not have imagined being 14 and pitching on that 60-foot mound when I was that age, because it was easy enough when I was 12. I mean, there's a big difference when you're facing scared 10-year-olds who go up there crying. Because, and because I was that 10-year-old too, but when you're 12 and you're on that hill and you can throw pretty hard, But yeah, I think his name was Daniel Almonte. I thought he was 14 or 15.
How do you spell it?
Almonte. I thought, but I could be wrong with the last name.
Yeah, I thought he was older than 15.
I did not. That was ridiculous.
Although, there's such a huge difference between 12 and 15. I was an all-star at 12.
Oh, there's a big
15,
difference.
I didn't grow much, so I was.
There's a big difference between 13 and 12, 12 and 11. I mean, and the way Little League set up, 10, 11, and 12 make a league. You play a 9-year-old league, 10, 11, and 12, then 13, 14, and 15 or the senior league.
Got anything, Stephen?
Yeah, Danny Almonte was found to be overage. He gained fame for exceptional pitching in the 2001 Little League.
God, it was that
World
long.
Series.
24 years ago?
He was left-handed, too, wasn't he?
It was soon discovered he was 14, 2 years older than the age limit.
Which still, I know you guys had him like. What'd you
I
say?
thought he was.
You said he was 47, didn't you?
I had him at 17.
You guys had him graduating from high school.
He was 18.
Yeah, what the hell? I think that would have been noticeable. He's out there with a beard and.
I was going to say shaving before the game should have been a tip-off for.
But 14, I could that would have been my second year in senior league. Pitching at a 60-foot mound at 14 would have just been. It would have been so easy to just strike almost everybody out.
Yeah.
I mean, at that distance. Yeah, and that's
throw
what he
up to
did.
79 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
And there's kids that do that now. There's always, remember the team from Kirkland, Washington? They had that big kid. I think his name was Cody Webster. I think when they won it, there's always some big stud.
Oh,
kid
there
that
always is.
Carries the team. And the best is Lloyd McClendon. You remember him? He played.
Yes.
In the 19
was his Pirates?
And I think he played for the Cubs briefly. But 1971 World Series, Little League World Series, he was playing for Gary, Indiana. And it was huge news because it was the first all-black team to ever beat the Little League World Series. He hit 5 home runs in 5 straight plate appearances. They either walked him or he hit home runs. He was a huge 12-year-old, just freakish ass. And he went on to become he never became a star in the pros, but just to be a major league player means you were really good. But what was interesting about it, though, I read he ended up going to Valparaiso for college.
Wow.
But at 12, I do remember, though, it was one of those freak moments like Secretariat. I remember them cutting, Wide World of Sports, this 17-year-old, because I would have been, 71, I would have been 7. So he was like 5 years older. But I do remember them showing highlights of Lloyd McClendon hitting 5 home runs in the Little League World Series.
Almonte was forced to give up pitching due to a sore arm. He played semi-pro baseball in 2009. He became a volunteer coach for his high school in 2010, and he wanted to return to pro baseball, but
didn't make it.
Yeah,
there weren't any 12-year-olds ready to.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, we were worried about you.
Well, I was on vacation at my brother's in Cleveland.
Well, you've got to tell us when you go.
Well, I would have, but I just didn't get around to it. Sorry.
Okay.
Karn, he doesn't even tell this to Suter.
Yeah.
So
You're forgiven.
you get special treatment.
I just took, and I had a horrendous trip out there and a horrendous trip back. Came back and half of Indiana's under construction, the other half it rained. Then I got into Illinois and it's a torrential downpour, and we're on a one-lane road and I can't see anything. You can't pull over, so you just plod along.
So you were driving?
Yes, I drove.
Wow. Wow, been
I
there.
drove all the way out there in one day and all the way back.
That's
That is
impressive.
I've been there and done that many times,
Yep.
but it's not easy and it sucks.
By the way, Almonte.
No, and by Gary, Indiana, and Chicago, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Almonte got married in 2005 when he was 18 to a 30-year-old.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
And I'll bet they're not still married.
Yes, they are.
Wow,
Really?
good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Anyway, did you see Lisa Bluter sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"?
I haven't seen that. I saw Jan Jensen's pitch, but I haven't seen Lisa's yet.
She threw out the pitch, and Lisa sang "Take Me Out to the
And the
Ball
Cubs
Game."
swept the Brewers in a doubleheader.
They did.
What a great day. And
Yeah,
I credit
Lisa
Lisa and
was
Jan.
lucky.
Lisa and Jan were there. That was the magic they needed.
So how was
That
Jan's?
was a lucky charm.
How was Jan's pitch?
A little low, but over the plate.
And how about Lisa's
I haven't seen it.
performance?
I haven't seen Lisa.
I'll have to watch it online.
No, I'll check it out online. But I thought that was cool.
I had to laugh at the Cleveland games because they always had people throwing balls in the beginning. And this one guy, he barely got the ball to the catcher. And this little kid, he backs up way up into the pitcher's mound and threw one right in there. He looked like
was
he
his name
about
Danny
80.
Almonte?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad to be back to listen to you. Although the people that were landscaping around, they cut my cable TV, so I had to listen to the game yesterday.
How they fixed it yet?
Well, media comes real fast at coming out. You do something on Monday, and they can't be there until Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were being sarcastic.
Does that mean that they have that many bad things that are happening that they have to go fix them, or do they not have anybody working for them, or what?
I do remember that too. I remember them saying, "Yeah, we can't get out there for
For a while.
Glad those days are gone."
All right, Karen, we're going to put you on the spot here. What's the Hawks' record going to be this year?
I think they're going to lose 3.
9-3.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right. Just like Tom
Would
and
you
I.
be disappointed with that, or yeah, okay?
No, I would accept 3. I would accept 9-3.
Okay.
Well, you're
I would
gonna
accept
have
that.
to accept 5 and 7. But
5-7, I won't accept.
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
I will be disgusted.
Yes, so would the team.
The schedule's so tough, though. You could go 5-7, and the 7 losses could all be to what could turn out to be pretty good teams.
Yeah,
that's right.
there's some good enough teams that could
there's
beat them.
definitely
that's true.
7.
Well, according to CBS Sports, 13 of the 18 Big Ten teams are going to be in bowl games.
That's
a lot of teams.
I mean, that speaks well to the
That's
Big
a
Ten.
lot of teams, yeah.
And it's a lot of games.
But it also says there's just too many bowl games.
for sure.
Too many bowl games.
Well, yeah, there are too many bowl games, but then you make more people happy with more bowl games. So I guess.
I guess.
I love
let
the
it
ones,
go.
though, they show there's like nobody in the stands. They're playing like on December 17th.
Well, you would think the Hawaii Bowl would be a pretty good draw and stuff,
it's
but it
not.
isn't.
What, didn't they do a Bahamas Bowl?
Yes.
Would you and if Iowa played in that?
Oh, my God.
We'd never
We
see
would,
him. We'd never see him again, Captain.
Oh, no, we would so be there.
You'd be there you'd be there to greet the team when it lands to start practicing.
We had the outlays.
And then at the Hawaii Bowl, aloha, Hawks.
There you go. But those would both
some
be
of those
bad
bowl
seasons.
games have them so far away from the teams that are in them.
Yeah.
That how do you expect the people to go?
They don't.
Well,
it's
that's
TV.
it, and they don't.
I don't think they. Do you think they really care in a lot of those smaller bowls?
Probably not.
As long as they get the TV money.
Sponsorship that
Yeah.
Well, the
they're
TV money
going to
drives it.
mind
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Sure, they don't like having shots of the empty stadium, but if you're making the money on TV, it's not that bad. It's more of an image thing than a real bottom line thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Somebody was saying that they're going to make a new football field in Chicago. Is that going to be a
Well, yeah,
dome
They've been
one?
talking about that for years.
they're going to build it in Arlington Heights,
Yeah.
I believe. Which
And is it going to be domed?
that I don't know. The only thing I don't like is moving it away from the lake. But
Well, I know they're in Cleveland. They're fighting over having a dome stadium because they said, well, we need one, but they're fighting over it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about. I don't really have thoughts either way. I'm sure a dome stadium's probably a little bit more money, isn't it?
I would think.
I would imagine.
Probably a
it
lot
helps
more.
in cold
Yeah.
weather.
So, but that's part of football, though, too. To me, is weather.
Well, I agree.
But who knows?
That's true. I can take the cold weather more than the hot weather.
Although, boy, that game last year, was it the Nebraska game that it was so cold?
Oh, that was cold. I took
Oh,
a sleeping
man.
bag.
Yeah.
So, but I couldn't stand or anything. I just had to sit there rolled up in my bag.
Well, you're smarter than I am, man, because I was cold from the first quarter on.
They are planning on building it domed.
In Arlington Heights or in the one in Cleveland?
either in Arlington Heights
Yeah,
or
because I
on
know they were talking about it.
or on the museum campus near Soldier Field.
Oh, okay. So they are still thinking about keeping. I just like it by the lake.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
if we
I
had
do too.
extra money, we could make heated seats.
There you go.
You could either heat them or cool them.
Sounds good. Like my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can do
we
it
were
in a
going to
car.
the
They
game
can do
and My
it.
brother accidentally turned on the heat on the seat instead of the cool. I said, "What is wrong with this car?" Oh, he turned on the wrong thing. There I am burning up.
Well, if they can do it in a car, they can do it in a
They
70,000
can do it
seat
in a
outdoor
stadium.
stadium.
At a huge cost of money.
Oh my God, imagine.
And also put railings in.
Well, yeah, you got to
That's
do
all
that. Just
people
you got to do
need
that for
those.
legal reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
don't they have to meet a certain code? I would
I
imagine.
would hope. Yeah, I think they do. Well, thank you, Karin, and again,
Good to have you back.
next time,
Yeah.
Let-
Well,
tell us.
You boys have a good day.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye.
Yeah, I was concerned. Well, you.
Well,
saying.
I said that's weird that she hadn't called, but
Yeah.
you know she's
She's been on vacation.
been on vacation. Cleveland.
Vacation was all she ever wanted.
What was that show? Cleveland. The
Hot in Cleveland.
hot in Cleveland.
Cleveland Steamers?
Who? I don't remember the Cleveland Steamers.
No, it's another story.
Is that porn?
No,
No, it's not good.
it's nasty,
Oh, I don't. Is it,
but it's not porn.
are we going down the Gigi Allen?
Well, Gigi would be laughing.
Yeah, we don't need. I don't want to go there. I ate pizza late last night.
Hey,
My tummy
you,
hurts a little bit.
you brought us. You brought us. I never knew about G.G. Allen.
Yeah, but I've let him go more than you guys have.
And we even watched the documentary.
Captain didn't.
I didn't.
But then, on the other hand, we watched The Water Horse, which was very good.
Well, I'm 1 for 2 because you didn't like White Boy Rick.
So you're 1 for 3, actually, 2 out because we watched G.G. Allen and would never have heard of him if you hadn't been talking
Yeah.
about him.
Okay. All right.
So actually, and it was pretty good. So 2 of 3.
I'll just never forget when he went on. Tommy, what show? It was Jerry Springer, and he
Yeah.
was just so mean to everybody. I mean, he was basically just telling the audience to go F themselves. That was his. That's when I saw him for
And
the
that
first
was
time.
so. Springer wasn't. That was all an act on Springer's part too. I mean, he wasn't like that in real life or anything.
Well, G.G. Allen wasn't right. I mean,
Well, no.
Well, he wasn't raised. Read about his parents. He was raised like in the wilderness.
yeah.
and like
Oh
Vermont.
no, not good.
Survivalist. I
Yeah.
mean, the survivalist route's probably not the best way.
So all your days of being a psychological counselor, he wasn't right.
Prove me wrong, Soberhoff.
But Karn 9-3. So I mean, think about that though. She has them winning some really big games. To 9-3 on this, of course.
9-3,
The
not
two
gonna be-
giveaways are Albany and UMass. I get that. That's 7 other wins. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's probably how many of the 12 games do you think will be favored in
well,
7
let's
or
go
8?
down the list. Albany, of course. I don't
Favored.
think they'll be favored at Iowa State, but we don't know what Iowa State's
It'll
going to
be
do in 2
close.
games.
No.
Now, let's say Iowa State comes out and steamrolls Kansas State and wins their other game, and Iowa struggles. Iowa State's going to be favored by a considerable amount.
Yes.
So then they'll be favored in that one. At Rutgers,
we will be favored.
I would think so, unless they look bad against Iowa State. And let's say Rutgers is undefeated. It's hard.
Okay, but just today I'll say we will be favored.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go there because it's too
Okay.
far into the season. I just think there's just not. And then
Rutgers is a bye.
After that, and then I don't know in order, but like Minnesota. I mean, the further the games are into the season, it's going to be. Do you think they're going to be favored at USC? I don't.
No, I
Do
don't.
you think they'll be favored at home against Penn State and Oregon?
No.
Penn State definitely not, because I don't think they're going to. Oregon's going to be interesting to see. I'm just not convinced that everything's going to be 11-1 Oregon.
And I don't think we're going to be favored against Indiana either.
That's the interesting one. You think Kurt Signetti thinks that Iowa should be favored against Indiana?
I think Kurt Signetti thinks they're going to roll us.
It'll be interesting to see if he says anything that week. He might.
Well,
Because I don't think he even cares. I think he likes to say stuff like that. So now, again, they play Indiana deep enough into the season. A lot can change. Indiana's quarterback, is interesting, ranked third on this guy's list. And he's never played for Indiana, but he threw for over 3,000 yards for a decent Cal team. His name's Fernando Mendoza.
That's a lot of yards.
But that's respect for what Indiana is viewed now. Signetti has completely changed the perception on Indiana football with one season. Instantly.
Yep.
And I think Fernando Mendoza, I don't know if he's necessarily better than Mark Gronowski.
Well, we'll find out.
But he did that at Cal. And so, yeah, it's interesting, though. It's just interesting the dynamics that go into ranking the quarterbacks. And, again, I could be biased. Would I have Gronowski in my top 5? No, but I think 12 seems a little low for what he accomplished at FCS. But, again, it's FCS.
Well, and again, it's Iowa.
And it's Iowa. It's FCS and it's Iowa.
Yep.
Combine those two things together, and I think he suffers in both cases.
All right, well, why don't we take our break, and then we will be back with more.
1-800-800-ROSE.
1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country.
1-800-800-ROSE.
It's so easy. Just remember one number, 1-800-800-ROSE, your FTD florist.
1-800-800-ROSE.
Remember,
Don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
For a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Hertine and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Hertine and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Hertine and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HertineandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
You take great care to maintain your home or business inside and out. But maybe, just maybe, there's something missing. Something that makes your home stand out among the others in your neighborhood. Something that makes your business pop and increases traffic. Something that you can change and customize at your command. Well, there's a solution, and that's Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuminlights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course lighting for all your favorite sports. The Illuminlights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuminlight's LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. For more information about Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting, go to BigDogTEK.net or give them a call at 319-395-0800. That's 319-395-0800.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483, 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance, honest plumbing at a fair price.
Reminder, Jimmy Street will be on vacation in Europe beginning tomorrow. He will be back after September 15th.
Once upon a time in the land of the Hawkeyes, a business grew. A business that would become synonymous with real estate. Hi, I'm Steve Anderson of Hawkeye Title and Settlement. When you're buying or selling your home, you'll need title and settlement services. Consider the Hawkeye Title and Settlement team. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. But it's time for something new. It's still where you need to go for deer divots and door dings, as well as damaged dashboards. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Why not say, when your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier? I think Dad's going to love that. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Be a deer and call Premier Auto Body in North Liberty.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy 20,000 square foot indoor facility holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurant at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling Modeling is committed to quality. Visit suples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what here for you means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement here for you, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
The Oxyoke Inn is ready to serve you with the same fresh food, prepared to order and served with a passion that you've come to expect since 1940. Serving our famous Sunday brunch buffet with lunch, dinner, family-style banquets, and carry-out daily. Reservations are easy at oxyokeinn.com or call for big or small tables and private rooms. We can't wait to serve you soon at the Oxyoke Inn.
The Oxyoke Inn.
In the heart of Amana.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
We are going to be warm and a little muggy today, tomorrow, even into Friday. And then after that, a cold front's going to come through, and that's going to give us a huge pattern shift that's going to basically knock our highs into the low 70s. We'll have plenty of sunshine later this weekend through most of next week. Today, sunny, 83, 62 tonight, tomorrow, sunshine, high of 79. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Right now, it's 78.
KCJJ weather. Brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
And we're back.
All right. Hey, I want to take over the show for a second.
Okay.
A death in the rock and roll world. I want to see if Pat knows who this is. Ronnie Rondell Jr.
Ronnie Rondell.
Any idea?
That does not ring a bell.
He was a stuntman in Britain who specialized in setting himself on fire, and he's the guy on the cover of Wish You Were Here.
Oh, that's why.
The guy on fire is.
He
actually was on fire for that shoot, and he died at age. Let me see. It doesn't have 88.
That explains why that tweet. I saw a tweet yesterday. The Wish You Were Here album was something somebody had met. Okay, that makes sense.
He's shaking the guy's hand. The guy's on fire.
Okay.
That guy. The guy on fire died. He also did stunts for Lethal Weapon and the Matrix movies.
Okay, so he would have been about. That album came out 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So he would have been
kind
late.
of old when he did those movies.
Yeah. Wish You Were Here, I believe, came out in 75.
88.
One of the greatest albums ever.
Yeah.
Right, Captain?
Oh, there you go. Tidbit. Oh,
Wish You Were Here or Carly Jepsen's greatest hits?
Carly Jepsen really owns my heart.
Carly Rae's had her share of hits.
Wish You Were Here was a tribute to Syd Barrett.
Yeah.
Remember that creepy story when they were actually cutting one of the final songs on that album? All of a sudden, he showed up in the back of the studio, recording studio, bald. They had no idea who it was, and then somebody told him that it's Sid. Have you ever heard that story? That was a creepy story. He popped up out of nowhere when they were recording "Wish You Were Here." So now that's one of the sadder rock and roll stories. Now he didn't die, but that's a sad one.
Yeah.
So don't do a ton of acid is the lesson there.
Well, thank you.
I think that's probably solid advice.
I was thinking of doing that tonight, but maybe I'll just.
Well, if you're ever going to do acid, do it right before you go on air. That would be. Would you listen to that show, Suter? Captain
Steve's been doing it so long, he'd probably breeze right through
it.
it.
We probably wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
But sorry to hear that about Ronnie Rondell. I thought it was some type of singer like Ronnie and the Ronettes or whatever, but no, I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I was wrong. So let's see. We've got soccer tomorrow. Soccer tomorrow at 7:30.
That's TCU.
TCU, and I did see. It got a little hotter yesterday than I thought it would, and today's pretty humid too. Again, right? I heard your forecast. It sounds like by Friday, though. It sounds like this weekend's going to be beautiful.
79 on Saturday, 71 on Sunday.
Think about that, basically. 71 in August.
Yeah, I think we picked a bad weekend to go up to Rhinelander, Wisconsin, because it's going to be in the 50s.
It's going to be that cold up there?
Yeah.
What are you going?
Maybe in the 40s when we're on our way back.
Like at night. I mean, during
Yes.
the day, yeah. So what are you going up there to do outside stuff, or are you just?
Oh,
going
no,
up there?
some friends, our former neighbors, have a cabin on Moen Lake or something like that.
Is it a big lake?
Not huge.
Is it like as big as Clear Lake or Okoboji, that type of size?
You don't know.
Okay.
Don't think so.
Yeah, no, weather is always, when you got 2 or 3 days to go to the lake and then the weather doesn't
Yeah.
cooperate, that always does suck.
Well, I mean, Wisconsin at its best has about 3 weeks of summer. So
how far up north are you in Wisconsin?
Way up.
Oh, so you got to drive. How long is it?
Yeah, well, it's about, 3.5 hours to Madison, and then it's about the same after that to go
So you
up.
got about a 14-hour round trip.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds miserable.
Well, it won't be miserable, but it'll be. I've been driving a lot lately. I'll be kind of glad when we're
Hell, I'm dreading,
here for a month.
I'm dreading the drive to Ames, and I'm not even driving. It's coming up. I'm going to be in Lames for the first time.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was in Lames was 2013. They haven't lost in Lames since 2011. Think about
right.
that.
That's pretty
pretty
amazing.
incredible when you think
Yeah.
about it. That's the other reason I think the law of averages are going to finally play against them this year. But like I said, I hope I'm wrong. And when I wrote today, I did remind the readers my track record for picking the Iowa State game is not good. I've missed it a lot.
I think most people would say the same.
And I've missed it a lot picking against Iowa. So I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I've been wrong a lot that way. And I'm giving some credence to home field advantage, even though lately it hasn't meant anything really. But
No,
sooner or later it's
it
going to
hasn't.
mean something. And that's why I think this may be the year. But like I said, I would love to be wrong. And that Iowa State game, that's Kansas State, that's in 3 days. Do we know what time that starts?
Yeah, I think it's an 11 o'clock kickoff our time.
So that means
believe.
it's like probably a 5 or 6 o'clock, almost like a night game over there, right?
It is a night game.
They're about
Yeah.
6, aren't they 6, 7 hours?
I
Is
think
it Ireland?
it's
in Belfast, right? It's in Ireland.
6 or 7. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that'll be perfect. That'll be a good way to start the Saturday. That'll be one. Was that the first game of the?
No, I think they have some MAC games and
like
stuff
on Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wednesday, Thursday, but
So, like tonight, there's maybe a game that starts?
probably.
Wow, it's
Well,
hard.
we can find
it's
out.
amazing to think that the season's here.
I know because we've been. God, this season can't get here soon enough.
Well,
now it's here.
we do it every year. April, May, we talk about how quick those months go by, and yeah, they're gone. Now we get into schools. When does school start at Iowa? Is that next week?
God, I don't know.
I don't think it's this week, is it?
No, it's not this week.
Because that affects the way I travel. Because when school's not out, you can take that Market Street and go down the hill there, but you can't do that when school's in because the students are there, and sometimes you can get stuck for 5 or 10 minutes waiting for the students to yield because they've got the right of way.
Okay, as far as FBS goes, Iowa State, K-State.
That's the first one.
It's first one, 11 a.m. Idaho State, UNLV at 3.
26th.
That's when Iowa has classes start?
Yes.
Okay.
Fresno State and Kansas, 5:30.
26 is next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Fresno State and Kansas? That's Brian Ferentz.
And this is the 25th. So
Okay.
Monday.
Sam Houston, Western Kentucky.
I'm guessing that Fresno State will be on some channel. We can see it.
Oh, I'm sure. Stanford, Hawaii. Boise State, South Florida. Wait, yeah, but that's on the 28th.
That could be a decent. Okay.
That's on Thursday, the 28th. So, unless there's,
That's next week.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
it does not look like there's Thursday games this week, unless they're.
So the
FCS.
earliest games this week are on Saturday, or is there some on Friday?
According to CBS Sport, FBS One Sports.
Okay. Well, part of the reason that appeals to Iowa State, the first game of the.
Sure.
To have the first game and to have that stage, that's a great recruiting tool, especially if you win
absolutely.
it. But the risk, of course, is losing.
Well, yes.
Being 0-1 in conference play with a week still to go in August. Think about that. That's the risk of playing this.
Being
type of
0-1 before the season's before week 1.
Yeah, I mean, to think that seasons are starting in August, it's incredible. Yeah. How things are changing. I don't think they're ever going to go much earlier than the second or third weekend. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get to the point where college football's starting in early August because, I mean, you can't do that. I mean, I guess you can do anything.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to have these kids. I think 12-game schedules is about as much as you can put on these kids, especially with the playoffs possibly being another 3 and 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they can get to if they start having college teams play 18, 19, 20. I mean, the NFL doesn't even want to do that. So that they got to be careful how many games. I think we're about at the limit.
They're getting close, guys. Injuries, man, just take over.
I mean, if you add 6, I think the playoff, if they went to 16, I wouldn't have a problem with that, but that's where it's got to stop because that's a possibility of another game for some teams.
Yeah.
And right now to win it, okay, you go 12-0, you play your 13-0.
15, right?
15. It takes 15 games to win. That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of football games for these guys to be playing. And but that's the way it is, and we shall see. I mean, I'm excited for this season because, like I said, this team is looked at so differently and from different perceptions, and I mean, you're not convinced it's going to be something special, whereas I think some people think this is going to be a huge year for Hawkeye football.
Well, I think some people are just thinking that the offense is fixed, and I just don't think we're there yet.
Oh, I don't either. Because as good as Caleb and the running game was last year, in key games last year,
Passing game wasn't very good.
No, but the running game, what did the running game do against Ohio State, UCLA, and Michigan State?
Nothing.
Now, Caleb had a couple long runs late, but when it mattered in the first 3 quarters of those games, the running game was non-existent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was, I mean, the Ohio State game was when you really wanted the running game to show something, and it just didn't. And so, no, I'm with you. There's been obvious improvement under Lester. I mean, that's obvious, just from the personnel and what have you. But again, all these quarterbacks in their room right now haven't done anything at the at the FBS level.
No,
they haven't. None of them have.
None
I mean,
of them.
Hank Brown played a little bit.
A little bit at Auburn, but he didn't.
Linsky made a cameo, but for them, none of these guys have done anything. And I think that's part of the reason. You combine that with Kirk's reputation for having bad offenses. That's why I just don't think there's a lot of high expectations for Iowa. I mean, one of the polls, the coaches poll had them with like 53 points. I think the AP poll had Iowa with 5 points.
Uh-huh.
I mean, nowhere close to being in the top 25.
No, nowhere
so
close.
no, they've got something to prove. I mean, they definitely have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see how they handle it.
Mm-hmm. No, and the home slate, except for the 2 cupcakes, is great this year.
Yeah, but the problem with that is you risk losing.
Sure.
But no, you're right. I mean, think about it. They get Penn State and Oregon at home.
Hello. Tremendous.
And Indiana.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Tom, pack your long underwear.
Yeah.
I was driving, so I couldn't get on the phone.
Yeah, it'll be a little chilly at night, but we'll dress accordingly and we'll make a bonfire.
Will you bring long underwear?
I don't have long underwear.
I don't think I do anymore. Do you have long underwear, Captain?
No.
I don't. I used to.
I sort of do it.
Paul, do you have long underwear?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I bet you never wear it in Florida.
I can't take the cold no more.
Yeah. I don't like the cold either.
No, that's God's country up there, Tom.
Well, God's allowing us to come up this weekend.
You going to drink some Rhinelander beer?
No, but maybe some Spotted Cow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Stop in Chippewa Falls. Get a liney.
The Leinenkugel, that's, I don't know.
Is that a gone era, past era?
I don't know.
Leinenkugels were really popular.
They were for a while.
Was that in the 90s? It seemed like they were.
I think it was.
Yeah, but Coors was popular too. Well, Hams used to be popular. I mean,
Falstaff.
Yeah.
I remember my dad drinking cans.
Breweries.
My dad used to drink cans of Hams. I remember that.
Breweries used to be popular.
How about Schlitz?
Schlitz.
Oh, God.
You don't like Schlitz?
I prefer the land of sky blue waters.
All right.
Uh-huh.
That's Hams, right?
Uh-huh.
And the bear.
Comes the water best for brewing.
I do remember that commercial as a kid.
Have fun, Tom.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
What about us, Captain?
Yeah, this is our last little vacation of the summer.
Yeah, right.
No, this is it. This is it.
Paul doesn't want us to have fun. Just Suter. Because Suter's going on a trip. I get it.
It's a given you guys are going to have fun here.
The closest trip I have is to Ames here in a couple of weeks, and I don't think fun is going to be my co-pilot.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. At least their press box is air conditioned now.
Yeah, that's good.
At least I've been told it was. I mean, the last time I went there, it wasn't, and I just sweat my ass. It was like, it must have been like 200 degrees in that press box. But no, I believe they do have central air. And the problem is when it gets too hot, computers are at risk of not working.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why most of these places now at this level, with the amount of money that's being earned, don't you think most should have central air? Iowa put it in almost 20 years ago, 2006, I believe.
Well, some it's almost impossible though. They're so old that it's just not.
Well, I think a lot of those though have been renovated. I mean, most of the press boxes in the Big Ten since I've been here, which is a long time, I get it. I mean, I remember Purdue when I first got here. Purdue's press box was primitive,
yeah,
and it's been
redone.
All of them have been redone.
Yeah.
And like Minnesota with their new stadium, they've had a really nice press box.
Well, I like Minnesota Stadium.
I do too. I like where it's located. Now, parking's not fun.
I think we've been there 3 times.
But you always stay at a hotel to where you can park at the hotel
and walk.
Yeah, that's the way to do it because there's less parking around Minnesota than around Kinnick. It's even. I mean, you're right there on campus, but you're also kind of in downtown too. There's just a lot around there. But no, it's a neat stadium. It really is, and it's perfect size for them.
Yeah, it is, and we've been there 3 times. We're 2-1.
I've been there. I've been there probably 3 times. Dallas and I went. Was it this past year they played up there? Because, I remember Dallas and I, we had a long walk when we finally found a place to park. It was not fun.
No, I imagine not. And then one year, the motel we stayed at was quite a ways away, and we ended up having to take a shuttle bus.
But the hotel provided that, right?
They did, but then afterwards, there was no shuttle bus.
So how'd you get home? Cab?
No,
Uber?
Seems to me we found some kind of bus that took us halfway.
Okay, so so where were you staying? Like in Bloom? I mean, were you...
It wasn't 20 miles away or anything, but it was not very walkable.
Okay. So what stadium do you like more between Camp Randall and the new Minnesota Stadium?
Minnesota Stadium.
Me too.
I'm not a Camp Randall
I'm not a huge Camp Randall fan either. I wasn't really... My first time in Madison, I wasn't blown away like people thought. I mean, I've gone up there and had some fun, but I don't know. People always say how great. I don't know. I mean, what do you think of Madison?
I've been there so many times.
I've been there a lot. Now, I haven't been there a lot to party. I've been there some.
Yeah, the fans are.
I mean, if I was ranking the
campuses,
and let me think. I've seen USC's, I've seen UCLA's, I've not seen Washington.
Madison's campus, I like.
But I like Indiana's campus. I think Indiana has a neat campus. I like Penn State's campus.
Actually, most of them are pretty.
Well, if I had to pick, I'd probably pick Northwestern. Would probably be number one.
Nice.
I mean, especially now with the way they're taking advantage of the lake now, building. I mean, the football strength and conditioning program. You see those guys lifting weights, and right behind them, you see the waves beating up off the shore. That to me is cool.
Hasn't been doing them any good lately, though, has it?
Well, they won 7 or 8 games 2 years ago. Dave Brown was the Big Ten Coach of the Year. I mean, I believe he was the Coach of the Year. That was just 2 years ago. Last year
they were poor.
Last year, I think they only won 4 or 5 games. But, I mean, Northwestern has been, 2 years ago, they were the surprise of the conference. Remember? He got fired.
Right.
And David Braun came in and did an incredible job. They've got their quarterback now, who was ranked 14th in this list. I want to say Preston Stone. I believe he was at SMU, and he threw for over 3,000 yards at SMU, but he got beat out, and then he transferred. Let me see if I took that down. Let's see.
If he throws 3,000 yards in Northwestern's offense, I'm a believer.
Well, let's see. Ryan Brown from Purdue was ranked 17th on the list. Preston Stone, Northwestern. Stone was dislodged as SMU's quarterback early last season by Kevin Jennings, who led the Mustangs to the college playoff. That's right. SMU went to the playoff last year. But he was solid in 2023 before a season-ending leg injury in late November. Prior to the injury, he threw for 3,197 yards and 28 touchdowns while leading the Mustangs to a 10-win season. He's a veteran who can sling it around, and if he's close to the player he was in 2023, he'll be a significant upgrade at quarterback for the Wildcats. So, I mean, he's ranked 2 spots behind Gronowski, and he's suffering from the fact that he plays for Northwestern. That's part of it. And what have you, but he's got to have thrown for 3,000 yards as SMU starting quarterback.
No,
that's impressive.
And we do not play the Cats.
And Maryland's quarterback they have on here is a true freshman. There's 3 true freshmen on this list and 1 redshirt freshman that are starting this year.
And
Malik Washington.
So Wisconsin got Maryland's quarterback.
Yeah,
didn't
Jimmy
they?
Edwards Jr. Did I have?
Not-
Third-year coach Luke Feckel is bringing Ed Edwards from Maryland and well-traveled offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes from Kansas to jumpstart a unit that ranked 99th in total offense last season. Edwards should be an improvement for what the Badgers got from the quarterbacks in 2024 as he threw for 2,881 yards and 15 touchdowns last season at Maryland. But it's a reach to consider him a top-half quarterback in the league at this point. I think it's funny that he's saying that, and yet he's willing to say high school kids just because they're 5-star and playing, I guess, for better teams. I think having that Ohio State true freshman at 2, that seems a little high. But maybe that's just the power of Ohio State.
Well, it is.
It's just the power.
They're the defending national champions.
So I wonder if that was a 3-star. I think when you've got the hype of being a 5-star and Ohio State, it's just too hard to ignore. But I don't know. I'm not convinced that kid's going to hit the ground. They've had other star quarterbacks that struggled early, and it'll be interesting to see. Now, Drew Aller was an easy one. He's got experience, and he was a big-time recruit, too, and Penn State's loaded.
They are loaded. And Ohio State, their receivers are so good, and their running backs are always good.
Yeah. I saw Michigan got a commitment from the number 1
5-star guy?
Savion Hyder. He's from Virginia. He picked him over Tennessee, Georgia, and one other power. But, yeah, he picked Michigan.
Interesting.
So the rich get richer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Michigan's team, remember, they finished the season pretty strong last year. They have some momentum, but I'm still not convinced they're an 11-1, 10-2 type team.
Well, let's see.
I know this Bryce Underwood is incredibly talented, but a lot of 5-stars have some ups and downs, even playing for really good teams.
Okay, well, Michigan starts. I don't recognize the logo, so 1-0. Then Oregon on the road, Oklahoma on the road. That could be
Oklahoma
interesting.
went like 7-6 last year. They've really leveled off under what's his name, Brent Venables. But yeah, no, it's never easy to win at Oklahoma, and that especially when you're starting. That will be that Bryce Underwood's second game as a quarterback.
So then, okay, let's do Michigan's conference games. At Nebraska, I would imagine Michigan wins, but it'll be a good one.
But I wouldn't be stunned at all if Raiola. That's going to be his 3rd year, right? Raiola?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be stunned at all if
that could be an
Nebraska
upset.
beat them. Yeah,
I'll go with Michigan, but just barely. And then they've got a bye, and then they have Wisconsin at home, which I imagine
I would imagine
they're
going to win that. I don't really have a lot of faith in Wisconsin this year.
Then Michigan travels to Southern Cal, which would be be interesting.
I think USC is going to be better than people are picking.
Then Washington at home, Michigan will probably handle that.
But that's another one. I don't know. Washington's got that new quarterback, Damon Williams, who played late last year and was really good.
Yeah, he was.
They went from remember they had that Jack Rogers, the transfer from Mississippi State. This kid's a completely different style of quarterback. It completely changed the offense. But the jury's still out.
Then Michigan plays at Michigan State. That's always
tough.
interesting.
And Michigan State's another one of those teams. Will they make a jump in year 2 under this new coach? And that Aiden Child is a quarterback who was ranked ahead of Gronowski. I think he was 9th. He was very up and down. Against Iowa, he looked incredible.
Very up and down.
But I've seen other games last year where he had trouble just making simple throws.
Got a spider. Go away, dude.
Spider, Captain.
Okay, then Michigan has Purdue at home.
What
Should
do you
be
want?
an easy
What do you want me
victory.
to do?
Arachnophobia. Did you
Yeah.
ever watch that movie?
No.
Isn't that John Goodman fighting the spiders?
Then at Northwestern, at Maryland, Ohio State at home. So Michigan's schedule isn't that bad.
No, it could be a lot worse. It's not Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's got by far the worst schedule in the Big Ten.
Wisconsin's schedule
if you base it on toughness.
is ridiculous.
Now, if they end up going 11-1, my God.
If they end up going 11-1,
he's the national
he
coach
is
of the
the
year.
greatest coach that has ever walked the
I don't
face of
think
the
they're.
earth.
I don't think they're going to win more than 7 games. I think at best they're 7.
I don't know if they can even do that.
Are these Wisconsin fans you're going to visit?
Yes.
So you're going to heckle them and get them prepared for a really bad
No.
season? Start chanting 3-9.
By the way, before I forget, plug those volleyball tickets when you get a chance.
Oh, we do have, we have season volleyball tickets for sale for the Hawkeyes. There are 17 home events. Value for the pair of tickets is $110 value, and we'll sell them to you for $50. So you get 34 tickets for $50.
And the team
Pretty
did
good deal.
show some improvement last year.
Yeah, they did.
They did. They won some Big Ten matches, so hopefully they're making some progress under Coach Barnes. And so, yeah, that's a good deal. And do they play all their matches at
No.
do they do some in Carver?
They have a couple at Carver this year, and then most are at Extreme.
I've been
Arena,
told
I
by
believe.
people who go they like them better at Extreme. They just
Well, it's a more intimate venue.
just a better fit.
But there's less Hawkeye stuff.
But why can't Iowa do something about that? Like put stuff up during the game?
I mean, there's some Hawkeye. It's just, Carver Hawkeye is.
Well, no, I know, but maybe they could put more banners or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'm
pretty
guessing
easy to get food there.
It's easier at Extreme. I've never been inside. I've been told by you guys that it's really neat
It
looking.
really
and I've
is.
seen video and it looks nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they do wrestling there. They do volleyball. They do hockey. What else do they do there?
Heartlanders, yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Is there there's no basketball facility there, is there? Or is there?
Yes, but it's for AAU and stuff.
But if they wanted to, though, they could.
But
play-
probably, yeah.
That'd be interesting. So no, I'll have to check it out sometime. But yeah, so does volleyball? When's their first match?
It's coming up next week, I believe, like the 27th or something. I don't have it in front of
And
me.
I know field hockey. They just have a. I thought field hockey just had some type of inter squad or something. But I mean, imagine they're all starting either this week or next
Yeah.
week. And soccer, of course, has already started. Soccer was the earliest.
And boy, what a start, huh?
Yeah, soccer was the earliest to start.
Okay, volleyball starts actually Saturday, 5 p.m. Black and gold scrimmage at Extreme Arena.
Okay, still not okay.
So not still.
I'm trying to decide when we need to switch over our athlete of the year to back to athlete of the week, because once the school year starts again, we switch it from athlete to.
But I think it's next week. I thought it was the 27th, but I don't.
It's interesting that soccer starts so much earlier than the other sports. I mean, I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
I mean, because
Good question.
I mean, that match at the match they won last week at Arkansas. When was that? Was that last Friday?
It was.
It was like mid August.
Well, we talked to Dave Diani
on Monday.
Monday.
So I mean, it was.
I think it was Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty early start to the season.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I'm just ready for what was the season number like 30, 34, 35 in a row. It's all 1992, first game.
Wow.
I covered 91. I helped, but I wasn't the beat writer. That was my first year at the Press. The first game I ever covered for the Press Citizen was Hawaii, 1991, and it would. Were you at that game?
1991.
It was like 100. It was so hot.
So.
Hawaii was supposed to be pretty good, and Iowa just pounded them.
No, I think we were still. On the road.
Okay. But then 92, my first year on the beat, as the beat guy, was the NC State game out in the Meadowlands.
Oh, God.
God, it was boring. It was like 14-10 or something like that. Iowa lost. And then I think it was Mark Hansen or something wrote something about something Hayden did, and Hayden went off the next Tuesday. I don't think Hansen was in the room at the time, but remember that I think Todd Romano was their kicker. And I don't remember exactly what down. I just remember the game was really boring.
Speaking of a kicker, did you see one of the NFL kickers kicked a 70-yarder?
Yeah, I did see that.
Holy God.
It's to the point now where all you got to do is get to midfield with some of these kickers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You might be able to win a game.
Yeah.
Now, there is the argument that kicking has too much say in how football games are settled. But, it's been so long. There's some people that would like to get the kicking out of football. I don't think you can. I think we're so used to it. It's just too much embedded in how the game's played. They don't like the idea of these big behemoths battling for 3 hours and some wimpy kicker comes out. Well, that's part of the game.
Well,
that's
yeah.
a skill.
Then win.
Well,
the
then
game
win
before
and
you get there.
Those 300-pound linemen probably can't make a 70-yard field goal. There's some skill involved with that. But, yeah, I did see that. And he didn't even seem that surprised. No, we're going to start seeing – you're going to start seeing 65 to 70-yard field goals. Not saying consistently, but it's not going to be that unusual.
I mean, what was the Iowa State kicker last year when he beat Iowa? What was that?
That was 50.
I mean, that was a long
Wasn't
field
that 57?
It was a long.
It was a hell of a kick.
Yeah.
And he was a redshirt freshman from Dubuque, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I did not think that was going in.
No, but he drilled it, man.
So were you thinking as he was lined up, were you thinking in your head, no, he ain't going to make this redshirt freshman?
No, I was thinking we have blown this game, and we did.
Yeah.
Period.
But
Iowa State won it.
You could argue that Iowa State won it in the second half. I mean, they were more aggressive. They had a couple of that long play to Jalen Noel. No, I know Wamka he bid on it, but that's part of playing football.
Stop one of those first two plays, and there's no kick.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it.
But I still didn't think he was going to make a 57-yarder. But then when I saw the replay from behind, it was never really in doubt.
No?
I think he knew the moment he kicked that ball, this thing's got a chance. He turned out to be a good kicker, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. That is part of my reason for optimism, though, is Iowa has a history of playing in close games under Kirk. This team is built to win close games with their kicking, with their ability to flip field position, and Drew Stevens. I mean, I know he had a little bit of trouble 2 years ago, but I think Drew Stevens is to the point where he's a really good, reliable kicker. And that's something that I think I could see maybe special teams rescuing them from defeat in a game where maybe they should have lost. I could see that happening.
That could maybe more than once even.
It may happen.
I got to take this call, so you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep going. So maybe, Caden Weegan may break one or two this year. He did what, two last year?
He did two. Was it? Yeah, he had a punt and a
one
kick.
Of each.
But I do think they're going to face a lot more situations with teams kicking away from him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle that, because I imagine. But then also, I remember thinking back, I don't remember teams. I remember them trying to kick away from Tim Dwight, but he still fielded the punts. I mean, his senior year was, he was the consensus All-American punt returner. Yep. But I thought he was even better as a junior, to be honest with you. I mean, his junior year, he returned punts against Ohio State and Penn State, I believe, for touchdowns. And I still think he's the only player in NCAA history to return punts against Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan.
Wow.
I've never been able to completely verify that, but I can't imagine anyone else has done that.
How would you verify that? Would you have to go through all of the games?
Yeah, you think I'm going to do that?
No.
But remember his punt against Michigan, right? I was saying to myself, they'll never punt to him
for half.
And they punted right to him. And it wasn't even that long ago. It was like a 55-60. I couldn't believe they punted to him in that situation. Then Iowa went up 21-7, I believe it happened. And lost. Yeah, Matt Sherman got hurt in the second half. Remember, he broke his hand, but then there was also that bad personal foul on the former, was it Raj Clark? He got hit for a bad penalty that kept a drive going. And, I think Michigan won that game 28-24. That was and that team went on to win the national championship.
And I will always remember that game because we were doing our unofficial broadcasts. We were at Grizzlies that game, and I got to do the play-by-play. It was fun. So I actually got to do a play-by-play for a Hawkeye game.
Well, it was in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, watched it on TV.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you just did those things for home games.
No. No, it was great.
Kind of reminds me of like the rabbit going in the wheel and the rope keeping the. Okay, but that was the closest that team came to losing that year in Michigan. They went on. That was Brian Greasy. They went on. Charles Woodson. They went on to win the national title. And Iowa was up 21-7. Dwight had returned that. And I remember talking to one of the Michigan linemen the next year. I don't know if it was John Jensen at the Big Ten Media Days in Chicago, and he's like, I still can't believe we kicked to him. That little, he had a couple of names. He was complimentary, but he said some cuss words while describing him that I'm not going to say, obviously, on the air. Well, you want me to, Captain?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. You've been pretty quiet, man.
Well, I had a
you got stuff. You're multitasking.
Yeah.
Steve had to place his bets for the Iowa State K-State game.
No, for the Little League.
Little League.
Little League. You've got
Pee-wee football game, first game.
T-ball.
Well, you're going to be when Rugby Jim starts calling it again. You'll be wagering on Rugby, won't you?
You watch. They'll be betting on T-ball.
T-ball. I didn't realize. I wonder how extensive the Little League World Series betting is.
Well,
I don't
hope
know
minimal.
When ESPN would stick a lineup, what the hell?
Well, then
but
that
they
means
took it down right away.
That means there's something to it, though. There's obviously a lot of people doing it. But I mean, I could not imagine like studying the roster of like the team from Chinese Taipei.
Oh, this kid
5'2", 76-pound shortstop.
Loves peanut.
But he's feisty.
Loves peanut butter and picnics.
Wet his bed.
No longer wets his bed.
Yeah.
But that is crazy to think that there's. But I mean, people people bet on just about anything. Okay, so do you think Caitlin plays Friday?
No.
I don't either. They've made some interesting. They got rid of somebody and added somebody. I think that's more of a matchup personnel. What they need. That Lambert girl? They let her go.
They decided obviously that she wasn't the answer.
And they got someone. Is it Shea Petty?
Shea Petty.
And I've seen her play.
And she's a veteran.
She's kind of a Sophie Cunningham type. Isn't she more of a wing who can guard multiple positions? I think that's kind of what they need.
Yeah, and she's a veteran. Her better days are probably behind her, but
so yeah, it's going to be.
Wasn't on the
so,
roster.
Do you think Caitlin plays again this year?
I do, because they're in playoff hunt, and it's going down to the wire because they're going to lose some games to the Lynx almost for sure.
Yeah,
and the two teams are at their heels.
I keep thinking that maybe Friday with almost a week off, that maybe this is the time because. I'm saying to myself, okay, so she doesn't play Friday. What's going to change between Friday and, how are they going to, what's going to be okay, she's ready.
Good question.
I'm
not sure they even know.
I don't think they even know. And, they've kept this pretty secret, and I get it. You don't want to tip the opponents, and I just think there's so much uncertainty with this. I hope she plays Friday.
Because, with Caitlin, if they're, that's a good starting team. Caitlin, Lexi, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Howard. That is a good starting five.
Yeah, and you miss Sophie Cunningham. But like Ari McDonald wouldn't even be on the team if they didn't have these injuries.
Yeah.
Right. If you had to pick between Odyssey Sims and Ari McDonald, I think I'd pick Odyssey Sims, just from what I've seen so far.
I think so.
I just think she's a little bit more productive. And then who's the other one that's hurt? Sydney Cole. See, I never really saw enough of what she did.
She's had some good years in the league, but I didn't think she played particularly well for the Fever.
So, if they get Caitlin back, I think they've obviously nullified the injury situation significantly. You're going to miss Sophie, and you just got to keep everyone else healthy. My God, it's just been a...
So, that Caitlin's going to be able to find Chloe Bibby open when she's in there. She is.
Mm-hmm.
And...
What'll be interesting to see when she comes back, what her shot's like. Because remember, guys, even before she wasn't hurt, she was
off.
She just hasn't shot well from three all year this year. She had a couple stretches, but for the most part, she's been pretty inconsistent from three.
Yeah, no, she has.
So, but yeah, they play Friday, and who is against the Lynx?
I think that it is.
And you said the last time you saw Collier's not supposed to play Friday either.
She is due back. What did they say? What was the last injury? She's due back probably before Caitlin.
What a bummer for TV, though, if neither one plays Friday.
Yeah.
And what network's it on? Do we know?
Yeah, Ion.
It's on Ion? Okay.
Yeah.
They do okay, the Ion.
Yeah,
they're all right. Yeah. I'm just glad it's on TV.
Yeah.
Ion. It's positively entertaining.
Is that what their motto is?
They play the Lynx.
It's on Ion.
Play the Lynx on Friday, and that's hosting the Lynx, and then they flip-flop it for Sunday.
Man, if they could win Friday's game, if Collier's out, that'd make them 20-16. They get back over 5-4. They're, but I just don't know if they're going to be able to sustain if Caitlin continues to miss games.
Well, we need to pull. I hate to, but we need to pull against the Valkyries. And we need to pull against the Seattle Storm. They're the teams that are closest.
But don't the Valkyrie have the Hawk on there?
Yes.
Who?
Kate.
So you're picking Caitlin over Kate?
Yeah, I am.
Hello.
Kate hater.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was at the Michigan game that you were talking about with Iowa. I was teaching there at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I brought my brother Paul, who's very loud and expressive. We were sitting in the Michigan section at the end zone that Tim Dwight ran was it a punt back?
Punt, yes.
So my brother stands up amidst all these Michigan fans, turns around because we're in like the fifth row, and yells, "Where's that Michigan defense?" So for the rest of the game, we're sort of pelted by things, and we're not the favorites. And then the very last play of the game, I'm not sure if you remember, Tim Dwight had it. It looked like he might run it back. He was tackled, and all of a sudden, all these people yell at my brother, "There's that Michigan defense."
Okay, I figured that was coming because I don't believe Iowa scored a point in the second half. I think the final score was
No,
28-24.
But it looked like he might do it.
Oh,
that
field
last
goal.
play,
They got it. Okay.
And then he didn't.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Yeah, I think they got a field goal in the second half. Remember, Matt Sherman broke his hand in the second half. I think he hit it off a helmet.
Who was the backup then?
Was it Randy Reiners? I can't remember. I think it may have been Randy Reiners.
Might have been.
Well, thanks for sharing that. That was
Yeah,
Joe,
that's a good
Joe
story.
from L.A.
Hey, Tom, can I ask a fast question, Tom?
Yeah.
You said when you're driving on your trip to Indiana that the app, you could stop the app and then you come back and it'd pick up where you left
Yes.
off.
Uh-huh.
How do you get that to work? I'm not. Whenever I stop
You
the
just-
app, it like keeps on playing, so I miss what I missed.
And you
when
turned
it
off your car? You turned off your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It would always just pick right up where we left off.
I'll keep on playing with it. I'd love that feature, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
thanks,
thought-
guys. As always, a wonderful show.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I was real pleased with that. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Well, let's wrap this up with, did you know that there's a tribute band to Gigi Allen?
No, I did not. What's
Yeah.
it called?
Well, there's two, actually.
Two?
Two of them.
Well, number two, that makes sense, doesn't
I
it?
guess it does.
Is one of them called Poop?
No, the Jabbers, which
Okay.
was his first band, and then Murder Junkies.
Not to be
And actually, a cousin or something, Merle Allen, is.
So you got a cousin hanging on his legacy.
Yeah.
So they play Gigi Allen music?
I don't know that they do anything else.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
See,
You
again,
don't know if they...
I've tried to move on. You guys cannot move on.
You don't know if they fling poop at the audience?
No.
And then
We
lay
don't.
down in shards of glass.
That was still the best call we've ever gotten here since I've been here in 1992.
And he calls in. That's the guy from Chicago. He calls in and
best call we've ever had.
Yeah, said he timed it to where he missed the poop part of the concert. Oh God.
Hello.
How you doing, Cap?
God, Jesus. With that, we're going to say goodbye.
All right.
Wait, he was going to add some
No.
Gigi levity.
No, he wasn't.
No?
No. It was going nowhere. I told you, Paul, just one call per decade.
Okay, so we've got Tommy Lang and Captain Steve with the police reports coming up momentarily. Hawkfanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply, kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.